Welcome to the Muskegon Channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, and I am at the Norton Library today with Anna Alpert and Lynn Freisinger. We are here to talk about a play that is coming up out at Muskegon Community College this weekend. It's called I Never Saw Another Butterfly. I never have even heard of this thing until today, when we decided we were going to sit down and talk about this thing. Did the quick Wikipedia search on it, and I learned that there's some serious emotion attached to this because it's a tough subject matter. So let's start with you, Anna.
Well, why don't we start with Lynn?
All right, let's start with Lynn. It's your interview. That's how it'll work.
Well, I'll tell you how it started. 20 years ago, I was a teacher at Mona Shores High School, and for Holocaust Remembrance Week, we decided to do the play I Never Saw Another Butterfly because it's about the children of the Terezin concentration camp.
Yeah.
And Gilana Albert and his daughter played the lead.
Okay.
And 10 years after that, we lost Gilana.
Mm.
And now here it is, 20 years and 10 years later, and Anna and I were having lunch and talking about things happening in the world and in the country and how it seems like some of the things that we promised we'd never forget, we forgot.
History repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
Some scary stuff that goes on.
Thought, what can we do?
Yeah.
And I said, let's do Galana's play.
Sure.
And not only was she in it with Lynn, but she also directed a version of it at
Really?
Mona Shores Middle School.
Okay.
And she brought it back. That's right.
And the play is based, thanks for bringing this, on this book,
Okay.
I Never Saw Another Butterfly,
Okay.
which is filled with poetry and paintings that the children did
At the camp.
at the camp.
So,
These
I
are-
mean, this is real history, and this
Absolutely.
is things that really went on at these awful,
Absolutely.
awful concentration camps back in World War II.
And some of the names of the characters in the play were actual children who were in Terezin.
Mm.
And the play is a multimedia presentation. So
Okay.
part of the play, you'll see slides of some of the paintings
Sure.
in the background, and lines from the play. Lines in the play are from the poetry in the book.
Yeah.
So it's Celestine Raspanti, the author, the playwright.
Yeah, she's the playwright of the play.
She's the playwright.
The children
And
are the ones who wrote this.
Sure.
Yeah, but
Sure.
I'm trying to remember the author. And
That's
it's
okay.
not
It's an
remembering the
editor.
author.
Yeah, the editor. Yeah. Tell me about your daughter.
Oh God, what can I tell you about my daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was that kind of a person.
Really?
And if you notice on here, Gilana's fun.
Yeah. This is what we're getting at.
Right,
So
the
tell me
play.
about her, and then we'll get on to the fun.
Gilana was an imp. You
Yeah.
worked with her.
Galana was a force.
Really?
She was the force.
Wonder where she gets that.
I don't know. Do you have any idea?
I've heard stories around town.
Very intense.
Yeah.
You have.
Mhm.
Very intense. Very passionate about what she felt was right and wrong.
Right.
Just not, at times there was nothing subtle about her.
Yeah.
She just kind of
Let
went
it out.
in and let it out and said, I don't like this.
Yep.
This has got to change.
Yep.
And so when she died, 10 years ago this weekend actually,
Oh.
the family, she has a younger brother and sister, and my husband and I, Alan, were sitting there going, her passion has got to go on.
Sure.
Somehow.
Yeah.
We've got to do something with it. So we created Gilana's Fund.
Okay.
And then with the help of my son, we kind of focused more on celebrating acceptance.
Sure.
Because Gilana was very much into, you are who you are, and I accept you that way, and if you don't like it, too bad.
That's it.
That's
how
what
it's
she
gotta
said.
be. Yeah.
And so now this fund just celebrated its 10th anniversary.
Sure.
And we've given out grants to the Elie Wiesel Humanitarian Cause, the Anne Frank Center, the ACLU, Stomping Out Bullying, anything that educates and helps people with acceptance
Yeah.
of each other, of themselves, and of their community.
It's one of the things I love it when people take a tragedy and they turn it into a triumph, and it
Yes.
happens so often in Muskegon.
Yes.
You know, I'm expanding my, but the one I always come back to is the Sandy Corley Memorial Run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Sandy Corley loses his battle with cancer. And here you got this group of bikers that have turned this thing into a multi-million-dollar fundraising thing over
Yes.
all these years. And it goes on more often than we ever hear about.
Right.
It's really an amazing thing that goes on.
And I was asked, how am I going to feel on Saturday?
Yeah.
Which is actually the day of her death. How am I going to feel about this?
Yeah.
And I'm going, this play, this fund has made it easier
Yeah.
because I know she's still around.
Sure.
That little imp is still creating problems for me. And just sparking things on, and the idea of having people mention her name and doing things for her.
Yeah.
She's still here.
That's the way to do it.
So,
It's amazing. This is out at Muskegon Community College.
Muskegon Community College.
Okay.
A wonderful cast, and as you can see down here, well, you may not be able to see this, but
We'll find a
it's
picture. We'll put it online. so you
featuring
can actually-
students from across Muskegon County, and we have adults. I think we have a middle school student.
Really?
And we have two middle school students.
Two middle
Okay.
school students, high school students,
Sure.
multiracial,
Yep.
and everybody's involved. And so it's not only a learning experience for us and for the audience, but I'm thrilled that it's a learning experience for the cast.
Sure.
They're learning
Yes.
the conditions, the way things were back then, and hopefully they will be a force for good going forward.
That's what we want to do.
Absolutely.
One person at a time.
So Saturday at 2 o'clock
Okay.
and 7:30 p.m.
Just two performances.
Two performances.
And that's it. Now, I hate to say it, but I've never been to the Overbrook Theater.
Well, you better get there.
How many does it seat?
285.
Okay, so there's plenty of tickets. There's plenty
Well,
of room.
hopefully not by
and
Saturday.
we want to sell it out. Don't get me wrong. We'd love to see the place packed, but there's plenty of room. It's not like it's a 50-seat theater
No,
or anything
not
like
at all.
that. So
And tickets are $10 adults and $5 for students.
And it all goes to the
Box
fund?
office. It all goes to the fund.
absolutely.
And there will also be a raffle, by the way. I forgot to
Ooh.
mention
Yes.
that. There's a raffle. We have tickets to the Singing Christmas Tree.
Ooh,
We have a
you got to
massage.
twist an arm to get those around town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Dinner tickets, painting that Lynn has done. She's also an artist.
Yeah,
Just all kinds. We have about 17 different things that we're raffling off.
awesome stuff.
Yep, all the money goes to the fund. We will not be taking any of it.
No, I know, right? That's the way
And
it sure
it's
goes.
sponsored, if I could just get this in as well,
Absolutely.
by the Center for Holocaust and Genocide Studies, which not too many people know is about. I mean, it exists, but it's based at Muskegon Community College.
Mm-hmm.
And we promote and put on programs to inform and remember and reflect on not only the Holocaust, but also on genocides.
You can't forget these things.
No, not at all.
And
No.
as
It's
history
still
history
going
goes
on.
by, it's still going on. Yeah, as history goes by and generations. I was talking yesterday about a 94-year-old uncle of mine that was in World War II,
Mm-hmm.
and they're getting old. I mean, that's the greatest generation, and they're really up there. And we just can't forget these things
Right.
that have happened, because if you forget, it'll repeat itself.
Well, every year we've been fortunate enough to bring in a survivor,
yeah,
and they are really few and far between now.
it's tough.
And it's up to second generation, third generation people to carry on their story, because
Yeah.
if not, it is happening again.
Yeah,
Our musical director, Elizabeth Jackson, is the daughter of a survivor.
really.
As am I.
Wow.
Both of us are daughters of survivors.
And you're a survivor still.
Yeah,
And you're
we
carrying
all are.
on. I
We
mean,
all are.
I love it. I love it. You take the bad and you turn it into a good.
And the good thing also is my son, David, who Lynn, I still do that, don't I?
Yeah.
I get this
We're interchangeable.
Yeah, he is carrying on because he's the force behind the concert and Gilana's fund. So he is carrying on that whole thing, as would Gilana and my other daughter. So.
Awesome. Great stuff. Lynn Freisinger, Anna Alpert. The show is this weekend out at Muskegon Community College. We'll put all the links right here on the Muskegon channel. Get out, support this great cause, support the great fund, and support the work they're doing here in Muskegon. Learn yourself a little history and take the kids out there. I mean, it's appropriate for kids at what age?
Middle school.
Middle school and older? All right, fair enough. This weekend, Overbrook Theater at Muskegon Community College. Lynn, Anna, thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you for
out.
doing this.
All the details
Thank
are right
you.
here on the Muskegon channel.
Thank you so much.